Unit 5. The Dawn's Awake. ये poem है. A flash of smoldering flame and fire ignites the east, then higher, higher, over all the sky so grey, forlorn, the torch of gold is born. The dawn's awake, the dawn of 1,000 dreams and thrills, and music singing in the hills, a paean of eternal spring, voices the new awakening, the dawn's awake. Whispers of pent-up harmonies with the mingled fragrance of the trees, faint snatches of half-forgotten song, fathers torn and numb, the boon of light we craved, awaited long, has come, has come. By Otto Leland Buchanan. Otto Leland Buchanan. ये पोइट का नाम है. पोएम, इसको पोम कहते हैं, पोएम. ठीक है जी. तो ये पोएम है और ये पोइट का नाम है. आगे भी पढ़ते हैं. A great man is one who achieves something great in life. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is one of them. One of them. ठीक है, यहाँ पे misprint है, T नहीं है. Because he is the man who turned the dreams of the Muslims of India into reality by creating Pakistan. He was born in a respectable family of Karachi on 25th December 1876. He got his early education in Karachi Mission School, and then he got admission in Sindh Madrasatul Islam, from where he got matriculation in 1892. In his school days, he was keenly devoted to his studies. He was disciplined and punctual and strictly observed the rules of the school. All these things were signs of his future greatness. His teachers loved him dearly for his outstanding qualities. His father had a friend who discovered in Quaid-e-Azam the signs of a great man. Therefore, he advised his father to send this talented young boy to England for higher studies. Accordingly, Quaid-e-Azam left for England in 1895. There he was admitted to Lincoln's Inn, from where he obtained the degree of Bar at Law. After returning home, he started to work as a lawyer. Soon fortune smiled on him, and within a short span of time, he was recognized as a distinguished lawyer. In the early days of his political career, Quaid-e-Azam firmly believed in concerted struggle of all communities for the freedom of the subcontinent. Consequently, he first joined All India National Congress in 1906 and then All India Muslim League in 1913. He also brought reconciliation between the Congress Party and the Muslim League in the form of Lucknow Pact, 1916. It was because of this pact that he was given the title of Ambassador of Hindu-Muslim Unity by Sarojini Naidu. But soon Quaid-e-Azam realized that the ambition of the Congress was to establish Hindu rule in India. He left the Congress in 1920 and devoted his service for the uplift of Muslim League. When Quaid-e-Azam took the charge as president of All India Muslim League, the party was politically, socially and economically at its lowest ebb. His leadership ignited a new inspiration amongst the Muslims of the subcontinent. He created political consciousness amongst them and channelized them for the demand of a separate homeland for the Muslims of the subcontinent. It was his wise guidance and visionary leadership that Muslims regained their lost confidence and became a powerful political force of the subcontinent. The creation of Pakistan was due to the untiring labor, missionary zeal, and exemplary leadership of Quaid-e-Azam. The historical Pakistan resolution was passed on 23rd. ये TH लिखा हुआ है, इसको RD कर दें. ठीक है जी. ये जो इसके ऊपर स्क्रिप्ट है TH. 23rd March 1940. It was in Lahore, in a huge public gathering, that the Muslim League demanded the division of India into two parts. The Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah declared Now the Muslims will have a country of their own with the name of Pakistan. Each and every Muslim responded to his clarion call. With one voice, the Muslims demanded a separate homeland for themselves. Sorry, clarion मैंने पढ़ा, clarion call, ठीक है, clarion call. He was highly intelligent, strictly disciplined, hard-working, supremely self-confident man, and was driven by the dream and the capability to drive others. Jinnah was a man of very strong determination. His integrity was beyond reproach. Gandhi called him an impossible man, for he would never compromise on his principles. He stood like a rock against opponents. The British were intent on the political unity of Indian subcontinent, but Jinnah led his movement with such a skill and tenacity that ultimately both the British and the Congress had no option but to agree to the partition of India. It was the very first day when Pakistan came into being. Quaid-e-Azam on this occasion told his people, "You are free to go to your temples, you are free to go to your mosques or to any place of worship in this state of Pakistan. You may belong to any religion or caste, we are all citizens of one state." Throughout his political struggle for the achievement of a homeland for the Muslims of the subcontinent, he remained a sick man, but he did not give up his struggle. He died 13 months after the creation of Pakistan and was buried in Karachi. He will always be alive in the hearts of the nation. Chalo ji.